What's going on, everybody? How you doing? In today's video, this is a donation request for Dave. This is Sparks. This is the last song, the last video, the last track of this whole Sparks journey. This is the song "The Girl Is Crying in Her Latte." This is from the album of the same title, their 25th album, that was put out earlier this year, 2023. So this is the return to Island Records, which released their 1970s albums, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. We're gonna check out the music video, which stars Australian actress Cate Blanchett. It's the opening track on the album. What else? Song titles: "Nothing Is As Good As They Say It Is." Gee, that was fun. Yeah, nothing as funny as, nothing specifically funny like normal. So many of their albums have funny titles. So just want to check that out. Anyways, all right, let's just get to it. Let's do it. The Girl Is Crying in Her Latte. Let's see what they're up to this year. Bam. Heavy synth.
Is it due to the rain, or is she in some pain? She looks physically fine, guess it's something benign. The girl is crying in her latte, yeah. The girl is crying in her latte, sad. The girl is crying in her latte, wow. The girl is crying in her latte, bad. Now she's leaving the place, someone's taken her place. Orders, then takes a seat, looks like it's a repeat. The girl is crying in her latte, yeah. The girl is crying in her latte, sad. The girl is crying in her latte, wow. The girl is crying in her latte, bad. So many people are crying in their latte. So many people are crying in their latte. So many people are crying in their latte. So many people. So many people are crying in their latte. So many people. The girl is crying in her latte, yeah. The girl is crying in her latte, sad. The girl is crying in her latte, wow. The girl is crying in her latte, bad. Every day was the same. Tried to figure the game. They all ordered the same. Guess this world is to blame. The girl is crying in her latte, yeah. The girl is crying in her latte, sad. The girl is crying in her latte, wow. The girl is crying in her latte, bad. So many people are crying in their latte. 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 The girl is crying in her latte, yeah. The girl is crying in her latte, sad. The girl is crying in her latte, wow. The girl is crying in her latte, bad.
Okay. There it is. Okay, whatever. It's all right. I like the low end synth kind of sounds. I like that, but overall it's just repetitive and not super interesting. To me at least. It's not super interesting. But it's cool that they're still doing stuff, and doing their thing and all of that. I definitely liked So May We Start way better. I liked let's look back on our journey here. Something for the Girl with Everything. Yeah, that was reminiscent of This Town Ain't Big Enough for the Both of Us. The #1 song in heaven, right? That brought up #1 in heaven, right? That whole thing. I thought that was all right. That was all right. Beat the Clock was interesting. Tips for Teens was interesting. Yeah, Tips for Teens was all right. I thought that if they were going to go more in that direction, it would have worked. But then I Predict and Cool Places just didn't work for me, right? So Important was interesting in that it sounded like that was the one that reminded me more of Power Windows, just synth-wise. But the chorus still just not working. When Did I Get to Sing My Way, I liked. That was cool. Yeah, the chorus, the melody in the chorus was just better. Right, Call Girl, maybe my most favorite, which is interesting. That just sounded really more modern, and also, I think a lot of it had to do with Franz Ferdinand and the producer that they had. Dick Around, I thought was funny, while also being kind of made me anxious, just like the amount of words and just the repetitiveness of that, how it just kept going and going and going. It made me feel like this guy needs to breathe, you know. What the Hell Time Is This? I thought was an interesting concept. I thought the video was cool. So May We Start, I think, was a good song and definitely worked for what they were doing in terms of whatever was going on with that film and just all of that. This one didn't. It's all right. It's interesting. Interesting career for these guys. Very interesting. I mean, overall, I feel like they could work on melody. It's a little bit too late for that. But, and I guess some people would be like, you know, they have this career, you know, you should talk, all that kind of thing. Yeah, I can. Just because I physically can. Right? I mean, their stuff is fine, you know, it's fine. They never had like any kind of smash hit or anything like that. A lot of their albums that looks like they were reviewed okay to negative, you know, like some got really panned, like super panned. There was, I forgot what album it was where I was reading some of the reviews and I was just like, God damn, this is really bad, right? But then in time, you know, they went back and changed the reviews or whatever. Yeah, I think more it's like their use of synthesizers and their kind of their character, you know, that whole deadpan thing and that guy's look, you know, it was a little bit more showy in that kind of way, theater, if you will, right? For that, bringing that kind of aspect, that type of entertainment, right? It made it more than just the music, which I think served them for sure. I think that served them well for sure. Because if it were just the music, I don't know. That there's not enough there. Maybe there's other things. You know, this is only, you know, a dozen songs or whatever, right? Basically. So maybe there are other tracks. Who knows? You know, there's some interesting things. But yeah, I think the whole synthesizer thing, that coming into the 80s, suited them also. But I think melodically, they're not really that strong. Not strong enough for me, at least. But some of the other stuff, some of their like more the concepts, I think is more interesting, and also the fact that they're also interested in film probably suited them really well also. So cool, awesome, Sparks. There you go. Wow, if you didn't catch Sparks, if you didn't get into them, if you didn't know, here they are. Very cool. All right, awesome. Thank you guys. Catch you in the next video.